Bruno, what is the best loan to buy a house?
We previously discussed about one of the worst possible mortgages available, a negative amortization loan. Now I thought maybe we take a more positive look at mortgages. There is really no one mortgage that is best for everyone. The mortgage you should choose should be based on your needs and your financial goals.
Bruno, what kinds of mortgages are available?
There are basically two types of mortgages, fixed and adjustable. With a fixed rate mortgage, what you see is what you get. Unless you refinance later on, the rate you started off with is the rate you'll finish when you pay off your mortgage. There are really no nasty surprises down the road when insurance rates spike, but there is also no rate reduction if interest rates fall. These mortgages are best if you plan to be in your home for more than 5 years, or if you prefer the financial stability of knowing what your mortgage payment will be every month for the next 15 or 30 years.
Bruno, please tell me more about adjustable rate mortgages.
Adjustable rate mortgages, also known as ARMs, start off with a really low introductory rate. And these are the rates that most lenders advertise to bring in business. Unfortunately, these rates almost always go up within the first 2 years. Usually there is a cap on interest rates put into place. No matter how high the interest rates actually go, your rates are guaranteed to not go beyond a certain point. Usually this point is set up 5 or 6% above the current interest rate. Before agreeing to an ARM, make sure that you can afford to pay your mortgage should you actually hit the highest possible percentage. There is always a good chance that you will be paying that amount at some point if you keep the mortgage for more than a handful of years.
Thank you very much. Bruno, would you mind telling me more about that?
There are also options for how long you will be paying on the mortgage. The most common being is 15 or 30 years. Each term has some benefits. A 15-year mortgage costs more on a month-by-month basis because you're paying off your loan in a shorter amount of time. However, 15-year mortgage generally have better rates because the lender isn't forced to take as much of a risk on your loan. Also, because of the shorter length of the loan, there is less interest paid overall, regardless of your interest rate. While a shorter mortgage is more expensive initially, you'll be saving thousands of dollars in the long run. And the difference in monthly payments may only be a couple of $100s. So if you can afford it, this is usually the best choice.
Okay. Bruno, what do you have to say about a 30-year mortgage?
If you need smaller payments, a 30-year mortgage is probably your best option. Although you will be paying more in the long run, you will be able to afford buying a home sooner than if you waited until you can afford a 15-year mortgage.
Bruno, please tell me more.
There are another half dozen options for mortgages which may make the loan you receive more or less affordable. And in most cases, you can always refinance down the road. The mortgage you decide on should be based on your needs right now, as well as what you think you can reasonably afford in the future. If you are unsure, ask your realtor or your lender to help you decide which loan will be best for you.
I will do that. Thank you.